Hey, Armin and Kevin, and welcome to week 9 of our class, EM 530, Environmental Risk Assessment number 2. As we are getting closer and closer to the end of the course, we are in week 9, obviously. This week we are examining planning of communication. Last week we looked at communication and things like FOIA and issuing a boil water advisory, so we talked about the actual communication themselves. This week we're going back to a step before that. We are looking at when you have a situation and you know there's a situation coming, or you're in the midst of a situation, obviously you don't want to rush out and put out a public statement because it could contain inaccuracies, it could contain things that would give a general public false hope about things, might contain things that are blatantly not going to happen, and that could have a lot of legal implications to them. That could cause you to get into trouble with local government officials, with general public, a lot of other stakeholders. So we need to have communication to be as accurate and planned out as possible. So this week we are examining the planning of communication prior to issuing the communication. So we are going to examine steps you will take prior to putting out a press release or putting out other type of public documents or notifications. So obviously when we're looking at this kind of a step, what we want to do is we want to see what are the points of the crisis that has happened or the subject matter that we're going to be addressing. We want to plan out what our response is going to be in terms of steps we're going to take to address that issue, who might be involved in addressing that issue in terms of other stakeholders, alleviate public concerns that we are doing the best we possibly can to address the situation, and we are trying to minimize any effects of that situation. So interesting things this week, guys. We're looking at a communication plan, we're looking at developing those communications, and to make those communications as effective as possible so we protect our client. If we're representing a company, if we're representing a water board or whatever it is, we want to put forth the best effort possible and do it in a professional manner and address most of the concerns. And also we want to plan out what needs to be told to the general public and to other stakeholders and what is something that may not need to be told right now because we just don't have enough information on it, or something that we might need to get a better response later on in time. So we need to consider those kind of things as well also. So it's an interesting week of discussions. Remember too, guys, this week, as we'll talk about it, our last big paper of the term is due this week, so we are looking at our big Unit 9 paper. Also remember, guys, if you've still got stuff outstanding from Units 1 through 8, please make sure to get those in. As we have, like I said, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the class. We will have our seminar this coming Sunday. It will be our last seminar for the class, and we also have 2 discussion boards as usual going also. So have a great week, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, you know how to get a hold of me. You can reach me by email, which is what most of you guys usually do. But I'm also available in the office hours, which are Tuesdays and Sundays, 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And also, if you need to call, you guys have my contact information as well also. So have a great week, guys, and I'll see you on Sunday night.